The apple doesn't fall far from the tree in Erykah Badu's family, according to some. Pictures of the singer and her 18-year-old daughter, Puma Curry, has a lot of people talking. Now, it shows them standing side by side in form-fitting pants. The picture has been on the receiving end of a lot of backlash. Many online conversations asking if it's appropriate for a mother to take a picture with her daughter like this. Tonight, we wonder if all of the critiques are a result of black women's bodies being sexualized, or some black moms sexualizing their daughters for likes on social media. Remember the little black baby in the bikini we talked about a month ago. Now, Lewis Hunter's here, Rashonda Tate, and Dr. Angela Jones are here, all for the conversation. So, Dr. Jones, is there a problem with that photo? Because it's been like crazy, trending, and people are talking about it. Some were saying, why would she do this with her young daughter? Many didn't realize the daughter was 18 years old.
Right. So first of all, I'm a Erykah Badu super fan, so I may be a little biased. However,
we'll take that.
You know, her daughter is 18.
Yeah.
Second of all, her daughter's the one that posted it. She did not post the picture. She's not the one who posted it to sexualize her and her daughter. It was her daughter who decided to post a picture of her and her mother. So you're telling me she's an 18-year-old adult. She posted a picture her and her mom took on her page because she wanted to. So I feel like the hate online is misdirected at some point, and I mean, I understand the concern, but I think it is very misdirected.
Rashonda, is it because of the asses?
Yeah.
Assets and asses.
You know, I'm outraged personally because Erykah Badu has 3 kids, and how does she have a butt like that? I need to know what she's doing. That's what we need to be outraged about. I need to figure out, she need to write a book or something. Yeah, I mean, this is ridiculous to me because everybody is a commentator now. The woman is grown, she posted it with her mom, and Erykah Badu is Erykah Badu, unbothered. She telling all of these haters, call Tyrone.
Speaking of Tyrone, Lewis,
you know, I'm thankful, number one, it wasn't Lizzo. Let me say that first and foremost. I'm thankful that it was not Lizzo. You know, I don't understand the outrage. I mean, we're talking about 2 beautiful adult women. They're single women. But I can't understand the concern here because I think that the young black women in particular have been hypersexualized over the years. I mean, if we go back to slavery, they've been hypersexualized, you know, from Sarah Bartman on up. I think that black women, generally speaking, bit on the apple of liberation when it came to sexuality too soon. 25 years ago, a young lady couldn't go into the average Baptist church and show her slip without somebody covering it up. We're just 25, 30 years from that. You know, and now you got tick-tock and tooting it up between mother and daughter. Yeah, I can understand the conversation.
You know,
go ahead, Dr. Jones.
The thing is that if they did not have as voluptuous of a rump, would this have been a problem? Because I see pictures on TikTok and Instagram of mothers with their daughters in their, you know, Lululemon pants, but they don't have the same assets and nobody has anything to say anything about that. But the fact that we are more voluptuous and we are curvaceous, now, of course, we get sexualized and people have something to say. But why don't you go on another page where you see them with their daughter or them with their niece wearing Lululemon, dancing and doing their thing? There's no outrage there.
But I got to interrupt.
And let me ask you both, though, because when we look at the comments and the outrage, it's not white people, it's y'all.
No, it is. It is.
And so why is that? Any one of you.
It's because we put those labels on us, but black people are not monolithic. I would never do that with my daughters. Well, maybe if I had that butt, I might. But the bottom line is we look at it and we judge through our own lens. Well, I wouldn't do that. That's distasteful, but everybody is different. And so I think that's what's happening, and we're over-sexualized because if that was Kim Kardashian and her daughter, it would be on the cover of People. I mean, it just wouldn't get the same backlash, especially from our own people.
Online, you're either going to get outrage or trolling. You know, and if this were a trolling situation where you had 2 chicks up there with 0 assets at all, you know, negative even, you know, this would be a big joke. You know, we'd be having fun with it. Again, I understand it because of the times that we're in, but I think that it speaks to a different argument now. I don't believe that young black women, the ones that are on TikTok that I've seen, are being sexualized. They sexualize themselves. You know, and I work with guys who for hours, you know, at home or in their leisure time will scroll through various TikTok videos of young women scantily dressed. And then when someone says something about it, oh, I'm being objectified. That's just, you know, it gets ridiculous after a while. And again, that's the bigger conversation aside from this picture. But from what I see, they're doing great.
So ladies, don't wear provocative clothing because you might turn a man on and he can't control himself and he, you know, so it's our fault.
It is what it is.
Now, Dr. Jones, what about the perspective that some have said that black women sexualize or hypersexualize their children on social media or their daughters?
You know, I understand the concern, and I think the concern is more of the fact that we know that there's eyes looking at these pictures that are predators, right? We know that people look at Instagram, TikTok, or whatever social media, and they can sexualize a little kid, unfortunately, to an adult. And so I think the thing is that they want us to protect the black family, and part of that is, you know, not doing certain things like maybe putting your kid in a bathing suit. I mean, there's two ways to look at it, like she shouldn't have to hide herself, and the other one is you need to hide her from the predators.
And I'm sorry, it wasn't a bikini, it was a thong. The baby was in a thong.
Yes, I remember that. Like now I remember that.
Well,
yes,
I got nothing on that one.
Right. That one was
They need to put that one
absolutely
in jail.
inappropriate, like super inappropriate. But the thing is, at the end of the day, it's about the eyes that are looking at these pictures, and that's what concerns us. It's like you don't know who's out there plotting on you and your child. And, you know, but in this situation, that's two adults in the picture, and it's Erykah Badu. I mean, it's not like it's Michelle Obama up there with Sasha with these pants on. I mean, it's Erykah Badu. She doesn't care what you think. She doesn't care what anybody thinks. So for them to actually put their opinion on it is kind of, it's fruitless.
Isaiah, one of the biggest problems I have, though, is that when she posts about her voice, her vocal abilities, and she posts about those, how she got them from her mother, that doesn't get any traction.
Right.
So it sounds like part of the problem is also all of the people that are looking and passing judgment.
Yeah, we got to stop all of this hypersexualizing. Don't do it.
It's not going to go viral.
Now my back hurts.